Neil's Vacuum and Sewing Center. We're with you every stitch of the way.
Hi, it's Carol, back again with your Fun Fact Friday. Today we're going to demonstrate a couple of our favorite tools to make a quick and easy Christmas gift that goes together very easy. The tools are the Dritz Easy Hem and the fabric folding pin, and that's what we have used to make this little apron. The first thing you'll want to do is purchase a towel, a color of your choice, one you would like to have your apron out of. I've chose this red one, and I'm going to use a Christmas fabric later with it, but the first thing you do is fold your towel in half and press a crease so that we have those markings for our measuring. I like to use the top of the towel as actually the bottom where your tags are, because we're going to cut those away when we mark it. So we are going to make a mark on our towel here, 4 inches from the center on both sides. And I'm using a chalk marking pencil for this because it shows up well. And then we'll want to measure down 10 inches from the top and make another chalk mark on the edge. The next thing you will do is we are going to fold this over and press on these 2 marks like this. And we'll do the same for this side on the chalk marks. Fold those over on those marks. Okay, now that we have pressed that, we have our creases here, and what we'll want to do is take our ruler and measure from the crease to the outside of the towel 1 1/4 inches, and that's going to create our hemming for our ties to go through. And I'm going to put just a little bit of a mark on that crease because I can't see very well through my ruler. It just helps me a little bit anyway. And then I'm going to take my rotary cutter and cut that off. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. And now we'll cut this side. So we're going to show you how easy it is to use this Dritz Easy Hem. I am going to use the 1/4 inch side here. It has a line, and you lay it down, bring your fabric up and over to that line and press. And then we can move it again and get the next section. Lastly, right here. It's a little bit harder on your thicker seam part, but you can work with that when you're sewing it down. Okay, so now the next thing you would do would be to fold it over on itself where we had the fold mark, and take it to your sewing machine and stitch it, edge stitch down this side. And that is going to be where we are going to run our ties for our apron through it. Another way you can do your 1/4 inch fold under is using this fabric folding pen. It comes like this, and it has a little bottle of solution. What you do is you fill your pen up with water to the fill line, put a couple drops of the solution in, shake it up, and you're ready to go. Now let me show you how easy it is to use. So I am going to line my ruler here on the 1/4 inch, and with my fabric folding pen I'm going to draw a line, and it looks wet then. You can see the wet line. Down like that. Now, if I turn it under and hold it and press with my fingers, it's going to fold that over on that line. So again, then what we are going to do is take our 1/4 inch that we folded under and then fold on our fold that we had originally started with and top stitch and edge stitch down this side for our apron strings to go through. So next we're going to decide how we want to decorate our apron. On this particular one, I just added a band of fabric to the bottom, and you can place that wherever it appeals to you. I did about 4 inches up from the bottom, excuse me. Then on this one, I decided I wanted to make a pocket. So I've already pre-made this one, and I would place it on here and then stitch around and then decide whether I wanted 2 pockets or 3 and stitch between your fabrics. To make your pocket, what you're going to do, you're going to cut 2 pieces of fabric, right sides together of course, and stitch around three sides and part of the other and leave an opening so you can turn it. And once you have it turned, then you can top stitch the top of your pocket, and that will be done, and then when you sew it down, that's going to finish it off that way. The next thing you would do is to make your ribbon ties. And what you're going to do is cut at least 2 widths of fabric in 2.5 inch strips, and then you're going to fold them in half. I've already pre-done this, but I'll show you. You're going to fold it in half like that and press it, then come back and press the sides in to that fold, and then this side into the fold, and you've already pressed this end in so you have no raw edges. Then you're going to fold it again so that everything is enclosed, and you're going to edge stitch all the way around that strap. If you have the edge, left edge stitching foot, it's a really nice one to use when you're top stitching something like this, because you can get really close to the edge. You would simply run your fabric right along this left edge, and it just stitches really, really close. It just makes a nice look. If you don't have the left edge stitching foot, no problem. Use whichever foot you have and just, guide it at the same place all the way around. Then we need to insert our strap into the facings that you just created. There's 2 ways to do that. One is to use the bodkin, and those work like you clamp it on and bring it down and tighten this up with this little circular to make it as tight as you can so you don't lose it while you're doing it, and then you would simply thread it through your facings. If you don't have a bodkin and you're wanting to get those done, the old-fashioned way will work. Simply use your safety pin, and that will work as well. Then you will end up with this nice little apron. Show you how it works, and you're ready for the holidays or your next gift to maybe you're going to a party and it makes a nice housewarming gift as well. So don't forget, we will be back with the next Fun Fact Friday.